The universe is a restless expanse, a canvas of stars and mysteries, and I, Albert Einstein, have spent my life chasing its truths. But you, standing still in the quiet chaos of your own mind, feel stuck, trapped in a loop of habits, doubts, and fears that hold you back from the life you were meant to live. I tell you now, from the heart of a man who dared to reimagine the cosmos, you are not broken. You are not lost. You are simply running an outdated program, a script in your mind that no longer serves you. It's time to reprogram your mind. The stars do not wait, and neither should you. Your potential is not a cage, it is a constellation, waiting for you to trace its light. Picture a river carved into the earth by years of flow, its path worn deep by repetition. Your mind is like that river, shaped by patterns, thoughts, beliefs, habits that have run their course for too long. When I was young, my mind, too, was bound by the familiar, by the science others accepted as truth. But I broke free, not by force, but by daring to think differently, to rewrite the rules that held me back. You can do the same. Being stuck is not your destiny, it is a signal, a whisper from the universe that it's time to change the code, to carve a new path toward the life you were born to create. The first step is belief, not in miracles or guarantees, but in the possibility that you are more than your current story. The world will tell you to stay where you are, to accept the limits of your past, your mistakes, your fears. I know this well. My ideas were dismissed, my questions mocked, yet I believed, not in certainty, but in the spark within me, the part that refused to settle. Belief is your rebellion against being stuck, your refusal to let old patterns define you. It is the courage to trust that you can rewrite your mind, that you are enough to become something new. That courage begins with vision. Close your eyes. See the life you were meant to live. Not the one you're trapped in now, but the one that burns in your heart. Is it a legacy of art that moves the world? A purpose that lights up the dark? A quiet life of meaning built on love and truth? Whatever it is, hold it like a star in your soul. My vision was a universe where the impossible became possible, and it guided me through years of doubt. Your vision is your map, the light that shows you where to go when the weight of old habits pulls you back. But vision alone is a spark without fire. The world will tempt you to stay stuck, to cling to the comfort of what you know. I know this temptation. I could have stayed in the safety of accepted science, never daring to question time or space, but I chose to act, to move, to let my vision pull me forward. Action is not about perfection, it is about progress. It is the choice to take one step, however small, toward the life you see. You are not stuck because you lack ability. You are stuck because you haven't yet moved. The universe rewards those who dare to begin, who trust that the path will reveal itself as they go. Movement requires discipline, the quiet commitment to show up for your vision, even when your mind resists. My desk was a storm of papers, my thoughts a whirlwind, yet I returned to the work, day after day. Discipline is not a chain, it is a promise. It is the choice to reprogram your mind by choosing new thoughts, new actions, new habits, even when the old ones feel easier. The life you seek is built in these moments, these small, steady steps that break the cycle of being stuck. The path is not without struggle. It winds through shadows, over cliffs of doubt, into places where old patterns cling like vines. I walked such paths, my mind wrestling with ideas too vast to hold, my heart heavy with moments of failure. But I learned this. The struggle is not a sign you're stuck. It is a sign you're alive. Every doubt you face, every fear you confront, is a chance to rewrite the code of your mind. Resilience is not the absence of obstacles, but the courage to push through them. I faced rejection, uncertainty, moments when I felt my ideas would never take root. Yet I kept going, not because I was fearless, but because I refused to let old patterns define my future. You too will face moments when the weight of being stuck feels overwhelming. when your mind clings to the familiar, whispering that change is too hard. In those moments, pause, breathe, feel the strength that has carried you this far. It is not loud or showy, it is quiet, steady, like the pulse of the stars. You are not defined by the habits that hold you back. You are defined by the choices that set you free. Reprogramming your mind is not a single act, it is a series of choices, each one a step toward the life you are meant to live. Freedom requires adaptability. The universe is not static, it shifts, rewrites its own truths. I learned this as I chased ideas that defied the science of my time. My theories were not born whole. They evolved, bent to new evidence, grew with each question I dared to ask. Your mind, too, must bend. The patterns that keep you stuck, fear, hesitation, self-doubt, are not permanent. They are malleable, ready to be reshaped. Like a tree in a storm, you must sway, your roots deep, your branches flexible. The doubts you face are not walls. They are invitations to grow, to change, to find new ways forward. Think of a sculptor chiseling stone. Each strike is deliberate, each chip a step towards something new. That is you, reshaping your mind, carving away the habits that no longer serve you. I reshaped my thinking, time and again, letting go of ideas that held me back. You must do the same. Your potential is not fixed. It is alive, capable of transforming as you do. Let it. Let yourself. Being stuck is not your truth. It is a habit, and habits can be rewritten. The life you seek is not a distant dream, but a reality you build, one choice at a time. In this building, gratitude is your foundation, not the shallow thanks of routine, but the deep, soul-shaking awe of being alive in a universe so vast, so alive. I felt it when I looked at the stars, when I saw not just science, but wonder. Every moment you breathe, every step you take is a gift. See it, feel it. The struggles, the doubts, the quiet mornings when the world feels new, they are all threads in the tapestry of your life. Gratitude does not erase the feeling of being stuck. It transforms it, turning resistance into wisdom, fear into fuel. It reminds you that your potential is not a burden, but a privilege, a chance to create something extraordinary. And as you create, let learning be your light. I never stopped asking, never stopped seeking, even when the answers eluded me. The universe is a teacher, and every experience, every triumph, every stumble is a lesson. What has life shown you lately? Not the shallow truths of success or failure, but the deep ones, about your strength, your purpose, your heart. Learning is not a chore, it is a rebellion against being stuck. It is the choice to grow, to question, to see every moment as a chance to reprogram your mind, to become more than you were yesterday. Learning is not solitary. You are not alone in the vastness, trapped in the loop of your own mind. You are woven into a tapestry of stories, connected to every soul, every dream. I found strength in the minds that challenged me, the hearts that believed in me. Being stuck can isolate you, make you feel you're fighting alone. But connection breaks that cycle. Seek the ones who see the fire in you, who remind you that your potential is not bound by old patterns. They are not just companions, they are constellations, guiding you toward the life you were meant to live. Cherish them. Let them remind you that you are not stuck. You are evolving, rewriting your mind with every step. And do not forget to offer that light to yourself. Compassion is not weakness. It is the courage to hold your own heart gently. I stumbled, doubted, questioned my worth. But I learned to forgive myself, to see my mistakes not as failures, but as proof of my humanity. You too must learn this. The voice that keeps you stuck is not your truth. It is a shadow, and shadows fade when you turn toward the light. Be kind to the person you are becoming. They are fighting battles no one else can see, carrying dreams no one else can hold. They are enough. This compassion extends beyond you. The world is not your enemy, though it may feel so when you're stuck. It is a mosaic of stories, each one as fragile and fierce as your own. I saw this in the faces of those I met, in the hopes they carried. To reprogram your mind is to see the humanity in others, to recognize that their struggles, their dreams, mirror yours. Your potential is not just for you. It is a gift to the world, a spark that can light 1,000 fires. Live for that. Let your life be a beacon, not just for yourself, but for those who will walk the paths you illuminate. And in this living, let wonder be your guide. I never lost the childlike awe that drew me to the cosmos, the thrill of chasing truths too vast to grasp. That wonder is yours too. It is the flame that burns through the weight of being stuck, the spark that keeps your potential alive. When the path feels long, when old habits pull you back, look up. See the stars, feel the vastness of the universe, and know that you are part of it. Your dreams are not trapped, they are timeless, woven into the fabric of the cosmos. Sing their song. Let wonder carry you through the moments when courage alone is not enough. But wonder is not passive. It is a call to create, to act, to dare. The world will tell you to stay stuck, to accept the limits of your current mind. I ignored that voice. I chased ideas that seemed impossible, questions that had no answers. And in that chase, I found meaning. Your potential is not meant to be caged, it is meant to be lived. Create something, a story, a solution, a moment that echoes beyond you. Being stuck is not your truth. It is a habit, and you were made to break it, to reprogram your mind and leave a mark that the universe will remember. That mark is your purpose. Not a grand mission written in the stars, but the quiet truth that gives your life meaning. For me, it was the pursuit of truth, the joy of unraveling the universe's secrets. For you, it may be different. A family you love, an idea you bring to life, a light you shine in the darkness. Whatever it is, let it be your anchor, your reason to rewrite the code of your mind. The patterns that keep you stuck dull your purpose, make you forget why you burn. But you were made to remember, to live for something greater than hesitation. Purpose is not a destination, it is a journey. It weaves through every choice, every struggle, every moment of doubt. I found mine in the questions that kept me awake, in the moments when the universe seemed to whisper back. Your purpose is no less powerful. It is the life you imagine when the world is quiet, the one that makes your heart race, your soul sing. It is not a fantasy. It is a call. And answering it requires surrender, not to defeat, but to the flow of your own becoming. Let go of the need to stay stuck, to cling to old patterns. The universe is too vast for that, and so are you. Trust the mystery. Trust the part of you that knows, even when your mind doubts. I didn't have all the answers when I began. I had faith in the questions. Your dreams are your questions, and every step you take is an answer, unfolding in its own time. Surrender to that rhythm. Let it carry you, not to a finish line, but to a life that feels like home. Being stuck is not your truth. It is a shadow, and you are made to step into the light, to reprogram your mind and become more with every breath. And as you move, carry gratitude in your heart, not as a duty, but as a lens. See the world through it, and everything shifts. The struggles become teachers, the doubts become guides, the joys become eternal. I felt this when I looked at the cosmos, when I saw not just equations but poetry. You are here now in this fleeting, miraculous moment. You are alive in a universe that hums with possibility. That is no small thing. It is everything. Gratitude is your strength, the quiet power that transforms the weight of being stuck into the freedom of being alive. This power is yours, always. The world will test you, pull you back to old patterns, try to convince you you're trapped. But your potential is not fragile. It is a fire, a force, a truth that cannot be dimmed. Stand tall. Feel the pulse of your dreams, the rhythm of your purpose. You are not stuck. You are here now with a story to write, a life to live. The stars are watching. They know your fears, your hopes, your quiet strength, and they believe in you. The universe is not a cage. It is a canvas. and you were made to paint it with every choice, every dream. The canvas is yours and it is infinite. Being stuck is not a verdict. It is a call to create, to act, to claim the life that waits for you. I broke free of my own limits by chasing truths that scared me, by refusing to let old patterns define me. You too are breaking free, step by step, dream by dream. The habits that hold you back are not your master. You are alive, burning with a fire that cannot be contained. This is your moment. Live it. Dare it. Write a story that echoes through the stars. Your potential is not a question to be answered. It is a truth to be lived. I learned this as I wrestled with the cosmos, as I dared to act despite the doubts that swirled in my mind. Every choice you make, every step you take, is a victory over the patterns that keep you stuck. You are not your fears. You are your courage, your dreams, your unrelenting will to become. The universe crafted you for this, to create, to inspire, to leave a mark that outlives you. The stars do not cling to old patterns. They burn, relentless, their light a call to those who dare to answer. I answered with my questions, my dreams, my refusal to let doubt define me. Now it is your turn. Being stuck is not a chain you cannot break. It is a habit, and you hold the key. Reprogram your mind. Step into the life you were born to live, the one that burns in your heart. Your potential is not a dream. It is a force, a truth, a legacy waiting to be written. Action is your rebellion against the weight of old habits, not reckless haste, but deliberate, persistent steps toward the life you see. I built my theories one equation at a time, one question at a time, one choice at a time. Your potential lives in those choices, the choice to create when you're tired, to dream when you're scared, to move when your mind says stay. Action is your proof that you are not stuck. It is the spark that turns potential into reality, the bridge between the life you imagine and the life you live. But action is not reckless. It is rooted in clarity, a clarity that comes from knowing what matters most. My clarity came from my love for truth, from the questions that drove me to see the universe anew. What is your clarity? Is it the people you love? The change you want to bring? The art you were born to create? Find it. Hold it. Let it be the light that guides you when old patterns grow heavy. Being stuck clouds your clarity, makes you forget why you started. But you were made to remember, to live for something that sets your soul on fire. And there will be darkness. The path to greatness is not lit with constant sun. It is shadowed, uncertain, full of moments when you question everything. I knew those moments when my ideas faltered, when the world's doubt echoed in my own heart. But I learned this: darkness is not the end, it is the beginning. It is where you find your strength, where you discover what you're made of. Your potential does not fade in the dark. It shines brighter, a beacon that calls you forward. Trust it. Trust yourself. Trust, too, in the power of persistence. The world celebrates breakthroughs, but I know the truth. Breakthroughs are built on countless unseen moments. Moments of struggle, of doubt, of quiet resolve. The nights I spent wrestling with a single idea, the days I chose to keep going when I felt trapped, they shaped me. Your potential is shaped the same way. Every step you take, every moment you choose to move, is a victory. Being stuck is not your truth. It is a lie, and you were made to shatter it, to reprogram your mind one persistent choice at a time. And as you shatter it, know that you are not alone. Your potential is not just yours. It is a thread in the fabric of the universe, connected to every dream, every heart. I found this in the conversations that sparked my ideas, in the quiet support of those who believed in me. Your journey, too, is shaped by others, by the hands that lift you, the voices that remind you of your fire. But it is also shaped by the hands you extend, the light you share. To reprogram your mind is to inspire, to create a ripple that touches lives you may never know. Your potential is a gift, not just to you, but to the world. Use it. Share it. Let it shine. So stay in, move, dream. The universe is watching and it knows your name. You are not stuck. You are alive, boundless, infinite. This is your moment, your life, your story. Write it with every breath, every choice, every step. The stars do not wait, and neither should you. Go, create, be, never stop.